Everyone today is talking and writing about work, the Great Resignation, the evolution of office life, and the culture of remote meetings. Sarah Jaffe's book, Work Won't Love You Back: How Devotion to Our Jobs Keeps Us Exploited, Exhausted, and Alone, argues that we have overly romanticized our work lives and created all kinds of unrealistic emotional expectations of what work should be. Work, she writes, has no feelings. Capitalism cannot love. This week's double Torah reading, Vayakhel Pekudei, has a lot to say about work and about when to stop work. Moshe convoked the whole Israelite congregation and said to them, "These are the things that God has commanded you to do. On 6 days work may be done, but on the seventh day you shall have a Sabbath, a Shabbat of complete rest, holy to God." Commentators make the connection between Shabbat and the Mishkan explicit. Rashi cites a midrash. God instructed Moshe about the Sabbath before discussing the building procedures, as if to say, no matter how extraordinary the work, how sacred, prioritize the sanctity of the Sabbath. The temptation to keep going, to place one more board, smelt one more fixture, embroider one more stitch, would have been overwhelming. And we know this today. Just one more email, one more call, one more meeting. The message could not be clearer. The end of all creation is not building, but resting. Vayakhel makes the case that to become a true spiritual community, you must combine holy space with holy time. Shabbat also flattened whatever artisanal hierarchies existed in the Mishkan's construction. When everyone stops working to observe Shabbat, a community sheds itself of titles and talents. Work creates status. Rest is status-free. In houses of worship, people with impressive business cards sit beside those too young to work, those who are retired, or those who have simple jobs. In synagogue, we're all spiritual citizens in the eyes of God, judged not by our place in society, but by our goodness and our piety. There must be somewhere in the world where the first question someone asks you is not what you do, but who you are. Rabbi Jonathan Sacks writes in a letter in the scroll that Shabbat is the greatest tutorial in liberty ever devised. It's the day on which all hierarchies, all relationships of power are suspended. As a leader, how do you build rest and recovery into your routine to maintain high performance? Rest is not a weakness, it's our greatest strength. So, how can you integrate more of Shabbat's gifts into your life?